Well, hello there, and welcome to like a combined video. In the first part of this video, I have like 3 minutes of a game that's currently in beta, alpha, something, pre-release, called Naval Action, and I'm sure you've seen it on other channels, but I got involved with it and then started playing it a little bit, and and I think it's pretty fun. Uh, it's something I've always been very interested in, sort of naval warfare. That's like, for example, when World of Warships comes out, I'll be very stoked about that. When Gaijin releases naval forces, I'll be very stoked about that. Uh, so it always has hit that spot for me. So I'm very excited about this game. That doesn't mean you won't see War Thunder, but uh, the thing about Naval Action is it's so early in the, I guess, development cycle, and it plays pretty well already. There's a lot of things that, if you're aware of them, you can take advantage of, like how ships behave, how to take advantage of the wind and adverse conditions, just all kinds of good stuff. This is actually, I think, either the first or second game I played. I've since played a little bit more and gotten a little better at shooting and things like that, but I just wanted to include this clip at the beginning of this video just to kind of throw it out there. It's a little bit of a mix-up. Maybe I'll make a more specific video about this in the future. But I felt I had a little bit of a shorter War Thunder clip today, and I was like, well, maybe a good old boat game would be a good little addition. But the way the game currently works is you start off with your ship, and it's like a 6-gun or 4-gun Lynx, which I think is what I'm sailing around right now. And then when you do enough damage with that machine, with that boat, you can get the new one. So, for example, I have my cutter now, which is 6 guns on either side, and it's just slightly bigger than the Lynx. I think I need to do 10,000 damage in my cutter to get my brig, or something like that, and I think I'm about halfway to that. Once you get more guns, it takes a little less time. But I just wanted to, like I said, include this clip. Just if you're really into sort of naval combat with sail ships and things like that, Naval Action might be something you should try and maybe take a look at. Just maybe keep on your radar for the future. Because honestly, it is kind of fun. It's a very pretty game so far. The gameplay is what you'd expect from like a naval combat game. It's fairly slow, but that's because they're boats. They don't move tremendously fast anyway. So just something to include. But with that broadside, let's kind of change gears and jump into some War Thunder. And this is the second half of a battle I played. And the first half was with the M41 Walker Bulldog. But I want to save that clip for the review that I'll be doing on that tank in the near future. This clip, I'm driving the Sherman Jumbo. And right out of the gate, I've come across an enemy Panther. Now the reason I'm using the replay system here is because when I'm recording for reviews, they're in two entirely different modes for me. I generally will just record the tank I'm playing and then not record the other gameplay, and that's usually when I try new things. I test like other tanks. It's just, to me, it's not something I'm really looking to post, but I felt like this gameplay was, I liked enough. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna post this. So I went to the replay system, and I found it really interesting. I hadn't ever engaged a Panther at that range with the Jumbo, and well, with that, the way just that positioning was new to me, and I was very surprised that I was penetrating his upper glacis when it was angled up, because he was on the back slope, a little bit of a back slope, and I was penetrating it like no big deal. That was a little worrying for Panther drivers. The because I talked about it in the review, but the Jumbo, it's interesting because on paper it doesn't, to me it didn't seem like it had a hell of a lot of armor when I first looked at it. But after playing it, you realize that it's from the front, it's almost immune to Tigers. Sides and rear, no, but the turret is extremely tough. And the APCR shell can penetrate Tigers and Panthers at most ranges. So that makes it very, very tough, very durable, very powerful. And it's just, it just, the thing about it is, though, that usually the solution is when something's too strong, you raise its battle rating, make it see stiffer competition. Well, this is at a 5.7, same battle rating as the Tiger and the Panther. If you move it up any, it'll start getting heavily drawn into 6.7 battle rating games with Tiger 2s. That's the problem, for example, that the Walker Bulldog has, in my opinion, that it almost always faces Tiger 2s, almost solely. And Tiger 2s are just very adept at killing the Jumbo. The APCR shell or the AP shell can really cause problems for this tank. It becomes a medium rather than a assault/heavy tank. And the Jumbo really plays more like a heavy tank than it does a medium tank. It's like a weird hybrid, I guess. But so I don't really know what they're going to do with the Jumbo. It's too strong where it is, but if you move it up, it will be vastly underpowered and would kind of make it very hard to play this tank. I think you would be looking for tanks that do something a little bit better than the Jumbo. Let's say like maybe they're a little faster, or maybe they accelerate a little better, or something like that. And the armor wouldn't really be a consideration. But, I thought it was bold when they brought down the Tiger 2H's battle rating by 0.3, because I felt like it was stiff. It was decent enough competition. I thought it was a very powerful tank. The issue is that there's really only one tank it struggles with. That's the T-54, and every tank struggles with the T-54. So, I didn't really know if the solution was to make it so that the Tiger 2 couldn't see T-54s. And then basically all the rank 5s for the Germans got brought down to battle rating. So I don't know. Weird things are happening. But anyway. So here's another Panther. He's spawned and he's coming over here to help his teammates cap. Because what had happened is we had started to cap their zone. We defended. They attacked ours. We defended ours. And now they're recapping theirs. Which is what I was coming over here to do. I was trying to prevent the recap. But this Panther decided to get in my face. So, obviously, just going to plant a shell right into his upper glacis, and he's going to rip and pepperoni. And now there's I believe that's a Stug F, and this Kugelblitz, I think. I don't know these things' names, but first shot got his horizontal drive. The next shot popped his turret. I'm taking hits from random stuff, but now I'm going to get this tank turned around and go after this Stug. Oof, and he got set on fire by the IL-2. I fire right there. It went in, didn't really do anything, kind of went through empty space. But now I'm going to slowly kind of make my way over there to chase him because no one else is capping at the moment. I am a little worried at this point that the enemy are just going to show up behind me and just shoot me in my pretty American ass because, they spawned. But this Stug, making a run for it, doesn't make it. Rip and pepperoni. First shot, set him on fire. Second shot, knocked him right out. But there is someone still in the cap. So I was rushing over there, but, enemy Air Force, or rather Allied Air Forces knocked him out. And now I can just swoop right in and start the capping process. which I'm going to ultimately decide is a bad idea. I really wasn't that interested in sitting in the cap circle for however long it would be. Just didn't seem like a good idea, you know? Because the main issue is that when you're sitting in the cap circle, you're sort of advertising that, you know, I'm right here. You should totally come drop a bomb on me, and that's sort of not what I have planned for my life in the short term. So I'm gonna sit in the cap circle for, maybe 15 seconds, and then I'm gonna decide to push towards their spawn, just to continue trying to knock out enemy tanks, because this game is pretty well and truly in hand. There's not many enemy players left. I've certainly accrued enough points to spawn again, and oh look, there's a tiger. And at first, when I took that hit, I thought this tiger was going to do me in. Because, for whatever reason. But then I realized, if I sit back here, repair my gun and stuff, and then just sit in front of him and let him shoot my face, I'll kill him. First shot, put it right through the... Well, I actually blew out my gun right there. He puts one, I assume, off my upper glacis. And he's... Ideally, what he would want to do... Now my gun's repaired, so... Shoots one right off my upper glacis again. I pull one right through the machine gun port. That hurt a lot. He's on fire. Another bounce off my upper glacis. This is why I think people say that, well, this is definitely why people don't like the jumbo. I'm just lighting him up with machine gun. Put another one through his upper plate. This is why people don't like the jumbo, because, I mean, every person who, you know, likes tanks, thinks likes the Tiger. The Tiger's just a quintessentially very cool tank. And, it's sad to see a Tiger get absolutely mauled. And the only thing I would have said the Tiger could have done is, when he not hit my gun, he should have immediately tried to circle me. Because Tiger's actually not bad at it actually moves fairly quickly. But RIP Tiger, 2015 to 2015. And now I'm gonna continue pushing forward and try and finish off this game. Looking for the last enemy. Oh, there's an enemy AAA. He looks like the right target. It is annoying that it would be much better if I had a 50 cal right here, because then I could have just shot his little casement up top, and that would have been some serious problems for him. We're just going to keep moving forward, spray him with machine gun. He's shooting at me now, and that's not going to be the best. Just got to keep my front facing him, and all will be well. Because he can actually, I'm pretty sure he can penetrate my side armor when it's unangled. However, he is sort of running away, which is making it easy for me to stay in front of him. Oh, look, and a Hetzer. Don't like Hetzers, so this guy is now a priority. First shell goes in, does some damage. And if the Tiger couldn't penetrate me, Hetzer probably can't either. So I just go for the ram, face hug, make it awkward for him. I'm getting my tank up under his and pushing him. So it's going to be very difficult for him to actually shoot somewhere he wants to shoot. And he's also sort of off my off center, so it's going to be difficult anyway. Then I'm going to reload, going right through his crew compartment, and that's going to knock him right out. And I believe the AAA has since died to allied tanks. And that's pretty much going to be the end of this game. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want to see some more of Naval Action, or if you just don't want to see that. Because I think it's a pretty fun game, and it's certainly worth some videos if people want to see that. I mean, obviously, if I really feel like I'm going to want to make a video about it, I'll do it. But, you know, that's like some input. But anyway, thanks for watching. I've been CornySwiss, and I'll see you next time.